Here, the Wabash Trace Nature Trail Marathon, fun day of running. We're talking with our female champion today here in Shenandoah. Just go ahead and tell us who you are and about your race today.
I'm Jia Xuan Huang. I'm from town here. So win the first place for the female.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't the first time you've won this either, right?
I think, I forget it, second or third time, I forget it. I'm start Wabash is 2015, so this year should be my 7-year overall. So.
Talk about this race. I'm sure, being from Shenandoah, it's probably a race that means a lot to you.
Today it's hot, but last year we changed the roads from the Shenandoah to passing the MG and coming back. I think that's more better for the local, for the Shen, so I like it.
How tough is a day like today to run? I mean, marathons are never fun in general, but definitely when it's as humid as it is like today.
It's okay, just I'm run slow today.
What's the key for you with the marathon? I'm sure with any distance run, it's all about pacing, but what's the approach? I mean, it's a long race.
This is my 17th marathon, so it's okay for me. Just me and my husband, we were both marathon runners, so we were running a lot. But this year, we were not training very well. Yeah, so because my house things happen, so we were not training very well. But it's okay. We finished. Yeah.
Do you feel like, go back to say that first marathon race you ran to now your 17th, can you see a difference in your performance?
2015, yeah, it's first marathon, it's from town here, yeah. I think little bit different. First time kind of more nervous, excited, but right now it's 17, so and the 7-year Wabash here, so it's more experience. Just it's okay. Yeah.
Here with our relay champions today, it's the Mixed Nuts Relay Team. That's a very, very good name for a relay team. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Obviously a big day for you guys.
I'm Randy Shirley from Sydney.
Justin Shirley from Sydney.
Terry Travis from Sydney.
Kayla Clark from Sydney.
And we have one other teammate that's not here right now, Cole Jorgensen. He's from Sydney, and he had to go march in the Popcorn Day Parade, so Cole's not here.
Cole, obviously a very good runner for Sydney at the high school level. Talk about today. Obviously it's humid. What was it like running in those conditions?
It was pretty warm. It was a little more humid than I feared it would be, and the humidity was bad. The dew point was pretty tough, but you just kind of do what you do, and what we've been training for, so we get along pretty well.
I'm good.
Hey, it was hot, it was windy, but now we're done, and we're just excited to go watch the Hawkeye Cyclone game.
Absolutely, go Hawks. What is the approach to a relay marathon? Obviously, you want to put down a good time, just like any relay, to put the next person in a good spot, right?
That's right. I think that you just pretty much leave it all out there. I mean, we kind of all know our limitations as far as pace and things like that, so once you know what pace you're shooting for, you try to hold it as long as you can and hand it off to the next person. So it's pretty much max effort the entire time.
We have our anchor, as always, so we always put him at the end. That's our strategy.
They really put the pressure on you there then.
Not today. I think we had like a 40-minute lead by the time I got to run, so
Yeah.
it was pretty relaxing.
Being from the area, what does this marathon mean? I'm sure it's one you have on your calendar year-round.
Yeah, we love it here. There's usually a lot of good people around, and everybody's enjoying themselves. Everybody in Shenandoah takes a great pride in this race, and the trail's always in great condition, so it's something we definitely look forward to.
What is the training like for something like this?
Just running and cross-training.
Gotta run
We're running probably, 25, 30 miles a week for the most part,
Yeah.
This is our 5th year running and winning this relay, so
I do
that
also
kind of keeps us a little bit motivated.
Sorry, I do also want to give a shout out to Underground Barbell.
Yes.
Randy,
Three of us
Randy,
train at
Kayla, and I
Underground Barbell.
trained at Underground Barbell, and it's a great place to kind of build a foundation for athletics.
5th year winning as a relay, so is it kind of an expectation now when you guys come here that, hey, you know, we're the team to beat?
Until somebody beats us.
Yeah.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's right.
Here's Shelly Warner, Marketing Director for Skia. Obviously a big day, Shelly, with the marathon. Another one in the books. Just your thoughts?
Yeah, this is our 10th annual. Imagine we've been doing this 10 years. And so it's been a good day, a little warm, but once in a while we deal with that. But runners are still having a positive experience on the shaded Wabash Trace, and some good times this year. We've actually had some records broken, I believe. So we had a new marathon winner, we had a local marathon female winner again, and we had a repeat winner in the half, I think, for the males, and a gal that got 3rd in the marathon last year who this year got 1st. So a lot of happy runners, I think, and we appreciate all the volunteers that have come out to help us put this event on. It's always a good one because it brings in a lot of people from out of town, which helps our local economy. And again, it's just a good running event and a great way to show off the Wabash Trace in Shenandoah.
Tell us a little bit more about what you know about the new winner. I know there had been, I think, a 7-time winner coming into it, and Corey Logsdon, not here this year, but a really, really good time put down by the new champion.
Yeah, he did a great job. I believe he ran 2:37, which is one of our better time. I'd have to look back at all the records, but he may have set the course record. Probably for this route anyway, the out and back that we do now. But he has run about 6 or 7 marathons, he said, and he runs all the time from the Council Bluffs trailhead. He graduated from high school in Urbandale, and so he's from Iowa originally, but now lives in Nebraska. And so he's kind of a regional local guy. And so we're, happy to welcome a new winner.
As you mentioned earlier, a lot of people make this possible. Who are some of the people that have stepped up this year?
Well, of course, our Shenandoah Police Department always helps. The Sheriff's Department, the Street Department is huge. We could not do this without them. They block all the streets for us. They help us set up our finish shoot and, banners and all those things. They bring out their bobcats and do the heavy lifting. And so we could not do it without, Todd Fouch's group of the street department. We also have the city manager out here helping with the timer. And also Chad Timar, Parks and Rec, does a lot, bringing us picnic tables and various things. And also shuttling people to the shower. And Chris Sherman and Becca Castle are my co-directors, and they do stuff all year long for this. So without them, it wouldn't be possible, of course. And then our sponsors, Skia, of course, the Bank Iowa, and our big sponsor this year is Invenergy, who is the wind turbine company which is developing here in our region. So we really appreciate them and all the smaller sponsors that make this all possible, and so I appreciate that.
And obviously, all of this goes towards a great cause as well, military and first responders. Does it mean a little bit more on a day like today when you think back to 20 years ago?
Yeah, it sure does. This race, it's our 10th annual, but it's every time it falls on 9/11, we always pay tribute to the first responders and the military, and this year we've added the healthcare workers too. And so they are, one of the reasons we like to honor our locals here too in that fact. And we're actually, this year we're giving medallions from the race, which mention that we're honoring them to all the local fire, police, EMTs. That's another one that really helps us out a lot. And then, of course, some healthcare workers too. So Chris Savory is from the Shenandoah Medical Center, and he's been our announcer that welcomes the runners into the finish line for the last 3 or 4 years, and he does an awesome job. And so he's another great one that helps out a lot. But you're right. We had taps this morning. We had the national anthem. We had a moment of silence for the 9/11 to remember all those who died in that tragic day, and all those who have also served and sacrificed since that time.
I know this is an event that you're really passionate about, but when it ends, is there a part of you that's like, okay, I'm glad it's over, but also I'm looking forward to the next one?
Oh yeah, well, we always kind of reassess and see what we can do to make it better the next year, and we get feedback from runners, of course, and we appreciate the depot who does our staging for the after party and awards and all those things. So yeah, we kind of take a breath and reassess and try to make it better next year.